Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Monkey Wrench. I'm Kelly, the monkey with the wrench. I don't even know what day it is. It's Monday or Tuesday. It's the 27th, I know that. And for those of you that don't know, we have a hurricane coming. I live in Tampa, just a few minutes outside of the city. I am in the direct path of Hurricane Ian, which is now a hurricane category 3. The eye has just passed over Cuba. That puts it 312 miles from me. It's moving at 10 miles per hour, which means it will cover 240 miles in the next 24 hours. And that's the eye wall. That's not the storm. The storm is 500 miles wide. And to give you an idea, Florida, from Tampa to Orlando, Daytona, one side to the other in the middle, is only 200 miles wide. So it's 2.5 times wider than the state. Everyone's getting hit. But, you know, the last time one of these storms came a direct hit on Tampa and my area was 1921, so literally 99 years ago. We don't get direct hits. That's why I like to live here. I call it the toilet bowl, because storms, no matter which direction they come from, always go around us, north of us, south of us, or skirt up one side or the other. We get the occasional storm. You know, we had Irma last year, that kind of thing, but normally this area doesn't get beat up. And the track has changed to slightly east, which means it's going to hit a little bit south of us by about 25 miles, the Bradenton area, which is where I'm moving to in the spring and had already planned to move to by now. So I'm glad I didn't go yet. But I've locked everything down. This is my trailer, so if it gets a tree that falls on it, I can just fix it, weld it, fix whatever needs to be. There's nothing I can do about. I'm expecting these fences to get blown down. We're talking about 100 to 120 mile per hour sustained winds, which means they're 120 miles an hour, and they blow steady for 24 hours or so. I expect a lot of these trees to come down. That one there is dead, and we get big chunks of it that come down on the regular. And that's what this pile of crap is, and he's been cleaning that up, but we get big chunks coming down, so I fully expect that to come down. I don't think it's long enough to land on the van. That one's pretty strong, pretty wide, might be okay. Obviously we've got that one there. I put the motorcycle there so that if that tree does blow down, hopefully the shed will kind of act as a buffer so that all the weight doesn't come down on the motorcycle and destroy it. There's nothing I can do about the van. There's nowhere to move it to. That's not our property there. And out here we have more dead trees that everybody refuses to do anything about. And of course she didn't pick up a thing. All this stuff is hers, and that's all styrofoam and stuff, so that's going to be gone. I expect these fences to come down. That big power line's going to drop. Those trees are going to come down, so there's not really anywhere to move anything. I put my Craftsman Zero there in front of the bus, which does not belong to me. In case that tree comes down, the bus will act as a buffer and hopefully protect my zero turn. Water is no big deal. There shouldn't get any water in it, but if it does, you just clean out the carburetor and go back to work. So no big deal there. I got rid of all the other machines I had. That's a customer's. He didn't want to come get it before the storm. I told him I'm not being responsible for it. He said he doesn't care what happens to it. It's not that big of a deal. The other one has a broken drive axle, and the man was here yesterday, and he's going to try. He bought that through Sam's like 6 months ago, and he's going to attempt to get them to warranty it before he tries to pay a couple $100 to fix it. And he understands the storm, and he's not concerned. This is all her stuff. Obviously she didn't even close the door to the trailer. All this wood's laying around, all this other crap. She just came to me and asked me if I would go and buy her a gallon of fuel for her little tailgater generator, which barely works. She thinks she's gonna plug an air conditioner into it. I try to tell. She won't listen, whatever, none of my concern. I'm not going to be here. Everything else I have is inside of the shed. Now this shed is not hurricane proof, nor is it strapped down, so I don't expect this to make it in one piece, but it's a buffer for my tools, my solar panel. I used a piece of steel angle and I drilled that and screwed it to the table here so that it won't blow over as wind blows through my broken windows on both sides. That's the expensive Gravely rebuilt that's for sale for $3,500, and my welder and pressure washer and a few other things. Little to no protection, but it's what I got. I'm taking Ellie with me. I'm driving it down to my friend's. I'm going to stay with a friend about 6 miles from here. No trees in the yard, no above ground power lines, and a good solid steel and block home, cinder block home, which is a lot better than trying to ride it out in a vehicle or a shed or a mobile home. We are in an evacuation area. Remember, folks, if you're in an evacuation area and they tell you to evacuate for your own safety, GTFA, okay? Get the f out. Because when the wind comes and it doesn't stop, and trees are falling, and everything is flooding because we're expecting 4 to 6 inches of rain every hour, and it can't seep into the ground, and all hell is breaking loose, and you hurt yourself, or the house catches on fire because the power lines went out and they sparked a fire. Whatever the case may be, nobody's coming to save you. You can't dial 911 and expect a fire department or an ambulance. They can't come till the storm passes. And the storm is going to be here for 24 to 36 hours at its worst, and probably longer than that. So I just wanted y'all to know, I know for a fact that I have 2 or 3 weeks worth of videos already uploaded and scheduled to come out. This one I'm going to post today as soon as I'm finished, to let you guys know that I am going to a safer place. I don't know what'll be left here when I get back, so there may not be any more repair videos for a little while until I go through everything and salvage what I can and get back to some normalcy. I had my customers pick up their machines that they wanted repaired. The last customer left about a half an hour ago. So there are machines waiting to be fixed. I've got a boat to be fixed and a generator and a few other things that couldn't be fixed in time because we couldn't get the parts. So there will be videos. Bear with me if I'm off my schedule. I will be taking some footage of the storm and posting it here and on my second channel. I've got plenty of supplies. We live here, so we've got plenty of supplies for everything. So go into a good strong building where I don't have to worry about my safety, having food, water, light. We're gonna be fine. So I just wanted everybody to know what was going on. I appreciate all the comments that will be left and the prayers that will be given even before I post this video. Thank you all. Keep watching, and fingers crossed everything turns out okay. Any way you look at it, we'll see you soon.